They told us when we were kids, all we had to do was be a gentleman. To be nice, be romantic, and show her that you care. But let's be honest, that shit does not fucking work. This is Jeff from SeductionUnleashed.com, helping you unleash your best with women and beyond. And if it's your first time to this channel and you're interested in self-improvement and motivational content, dating and relationship advice, start now by joining that notification squad so you don't miss any updates. Okay, so there aren't gonna be any steps in this video because this is just a real heart-to-heart talk that we need to have man to man, because we have an advantage now. We have the internet. We have an open source of communication across the whole world. We have the whole world's intelligence and opinions and perspectives, so that gives me the opportunity to talk to you as a man and give you the advice that you may not have been able to get from a father figure. Maybe you didn't have a father figure. Maybe you only had one cool uncle and that wasn't enough. But let's think about this for a second. Let's strip away all the man-made concepts, all the society and all of this shit, and let's just go down to the very base of how we feel. Let's start with sex. Let me ask you a question. When you're watching porn and when you're beating off, are you looking at the women there with this pure good energy where you're just like, oh my God, I want to kiss her and she's so pretty? And no, you're fucking not. But at the same time, there is some of that. You feel that good energy, but at the same time, you also feel that energy that's like, damn, this bitch is sexy. I want to fuck the shit out of this girl. Period. I don't care who you are as a guy. I don't care if you're the goofiest, nerdiest dude on the fucking planet. I don't care how romantic you say you are. I don't care if you're married with 8 fucking kids and you're Christian. This is in all of us because this is how this world was created. We live in a dualistic reality of night and day. Male, female, masculine, feminine, evil, good. And we are the perfect combination of all of these things. And that is ultimately the problem that it comes down to, is because we've been misled. But with women, when women like assholes, think about it for a second. Are these guys always assholes? Seriously, think about it. Are they always assholes, or are they assholes some of the time, but then other times maybe they're like, oh baby, I love you, but then they go back to being an asshole, right? The thing is, sexuality, attraction, tension, that comes from the combination of good and evil. So an asshole, despite the fact that from the outside he looks like an asshole, he's not always an asshole. Sometimes he's good and sometimes he's an asshole. So that creates this duality, that creates this spark of tension where she's like, she doesn't quite know what she thinks. She likes him, but he's kind of masculine. He pushes her off, so that kind of draws her in, and he gives her just enough little sweet things, so she's always teetering between that balance. And that's what attraction and that's what sexual tension really comes from. That's why we get fucked over so much as dudes, because we've been misled to think, oh, women want good stuff. You act positive, you come home, you say hi, you say I love you, wife, you say good morning, you do all these good things, but the problem is you're only doing one side. It's like trying to live life and only being happy and only being positive. That's delusional. It's never gonna fucking happen. There's a sun and there's a darkness. There's happiness and then there's sadness. You're never gonna escape either duality. You're always going to be faced with the absolute pain of reality and this life, and the absolute happiness also as well. The difference is that with women, instead of embracing our dualistic nature, we instead suppress it and accentuate our nice side. The things that we've been told by society works for women. Now there's guys on the other end where they think, oh, well, if you just act like an asshole, that's what'll get women. But again, attraction, sex, it's the combination of the two. If you just go up to girls like, hey bitch, I'm an alpha, fuck this dick, they're not with it. For example, here's a perfect example. Have you ever called a girl, or maybe a girl who you had as a fuck buddy, right? And say maybe you texted her or you called her like, let's fuck, basically. Essentially, you were real logical. You're like, hey, we're fuck buddies. Why do I have to lie? You know, I don't need to be romantic. We are just like that. But what you'll find is that women, they don't like that. They don't like when you hit them up like, hey, let's fuck. Even if they absolutely know that's the only reason why. Hell, I even had a girl who basically told me if we do chill, she wants to make sure that we have the opportunity to have sex. But then later on, she basically hit me up like, oh, do you miss me? Is it only sex that you want? Now it's like, why would you say that after you just solidified what you just said, that you basically want to have sex with me? We're not in a relationship. That's not the case. Do you know why? Because in order for a woman to feel that sexual arousal, that emotional combination of mind and body, they need that good too. They need the good. They can't just have pure animalistic, I'm gonna fuck you. They need that mixture of romance. However, at the same time, the problem is that that's very manipulating in a sense, because they convince us that they want romance, when in reality, the reason they want romance oftentimes is because they can't get wet without the romance. So when a girl is over here trying to get your validation or get you to be romantic, that doesn't necessarily mean that she's some super deep romantic girl. That a lot of times, oftentimes, what that means is that's just what they need to get their pussy wet. Just like if you're the opposite and you do the opposite and you're just like, I love you, and all this type of shit, I want to make love to you. They don't like that shit either. It takes both sides. And the shit that I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna hear on any other dating channel, because I haven't heard the shit. If you find one, point it out to me. So many channels, they're so focused on what works and how it works, but nobody ever asks, why does this shit work? Why do women always need this push-pull? Why do they always need this duality? It's just like life. In life, you could want to be happy all you want, but guess what? You're still gonna have to deal with assholes in the world. You're still gonna have that part of you that's willing to go, hey, I'm gonna punch you in the face. I'll fucking kill you if you try to attack my family. You have to inherently have those two sides of you. What happens if you go out into the real world and you're just super good and super nice? What's gonna happen? Someone who isn't nice, who isn't like that, is going to fuck you over. This is possibly one of the most important videos you will ever watch on dating, period. This goes far beyond the generic shit you hear about be confident, or even my favorite, be alpha. And everyone has their own definition of what the fuck alpha means. Here's what alpha means. When you are able to consciously and systematically understand the dualistic nature of this world and women and how they run on their energy, and you can twist and mold and use these two energies of good and evil successfully, not only emotionally and mentally, but sexually as well. When you can hit those 3 points and you can do this while still maintaining your principles as a man, that's when you, to me, will be an alpha with females. Is because you have the highest understanding, but you also stick to your principles as a man. So don't go around women thinking, oh, I have to be a dick and I have to be a... It's not about being a dick. It's about embracing both sides of you and not feeling shame for either one. If you want further proof of this, think about us guys. Think about how many dudes, you know, are married with kids, they love their wife, they have regular sex, they don't have some super crazy kinky sex. You know why? Because in their mind, if they fuck their wife and they make her do some crazy shit, it's gonna change their perception of her. They're gonna be like, oh, she's not this pure good person I thought she was. She's actually evil, or she has this evil in her. So instead, what guys will do is they'll either fuck side chicks and they'll let out that evil energy and then save all the positive good shit only for the girl that they emotionally love. And then they'll use all their negative shit for all the side bitches. Or even worse, you just beat off to all types of crazy porn, let out all that negative aggressive energy, and then go to your wife like, hey, I love you, honey. And that's how you want it to be. That's how guys, oftentimes, we deal with our dualistic nature and our guilt towards that. We compartmentalize it to deal with our moral conflict a lot of the times. We'll go, okay, I'll make love to my wife that I love. She's not into that bad stuff. And then for the side chicks, that's when I'll let out all my crazy evil shit. Once you understand this aspect of women, this aspect of nature, of humans, period, of our reality, you will be much more suited on how to deal with women. Once you do these things, you can absolutely get a girl so addicted to you, you're gonna be hitting me up like, damn dude, I need a fucking restraining order. Because no other guy gets this fucking concept. Because we haven't been taught this shit in school. All we get taught in school is basic fucking bullshit. You go to school, you be good, you get married, you have kids, you tell your wife I love you every day, and you be all positive, while everyone brushes under how they just beat off to midget horse porn last night. You know what I mean? How many motherfuckers we know every day, they got wives and all this shit, they're running around, I love you, honey, and yet, if you go on a porn site, how much crazy shit do you see? How much all types of crazy shit do you see? How many views do they have? They have millions of views. Now, how many people you know in real life who are admitting to beating off to fucking midget, horse, fucking alien porn or some shit? Probably nobody. But that's bullshit, because you know that shit is in them. Just like every girl, they all want to be fucked really hard, no matter how nice they appear. All guys, no matter how nice they appear, they also have that part of them that wants to fuck the shit out of a chick that is both good and evil. Just like you could be the goodest person in the world, you could be the best, most moral person in the world. You could walk down the street, see an old lady and randomly think, shit, I wonder if that truck hit her. What the fuck would that be like? And then you're just thinking, damn, why am I even thinking this random fucking fucked up ass thought? And then we proceed to take those little evil thoughts and never speak about it ever again. And I'm tired of that shit. This is not gonna be a platform for just playing it safe, for being politically correct. So this goes beyond dating, this goes into life, period. And I didn't mean to get super deep in this video, but I had to have a heart to heart for people who really are gonna listen to this and not just go for the quick little tips to try and get the girl. You really need to understand shit from a fundamental philosophy standpoint. Otherwise, you're gonna be fucked up. Regardless of how many tips and tricks you learn, you're gonna be fucked up. You have to learn this. This is Jim with SeductionUnleashed.com, and if you dug that heart-to-heart motivational video and you wanna see more on self-improvement, dating, and relationships, hit that subscribe and bell notification right there so you can join that notification gang so you don't miss any updates, bro. So with that being said, unleash your best, gentlemen, and remember, until next time, confidence is bred by competence. Peace.